My new neighbor kept photographing my house at odd hours and taking notes, so I confronted him with pepper spray in my hand. The man moved in across the street on a Monday. No moving truck, no furniture, just him, a black Audi, and 2 silver suitcases. That should have been my first clue something was off. Tuesday morning, I saw him standing on my lawn at 6:47 a.m., just standing there, staring at my house. When I knocked on my window, he didn't move, didn't even look at me. He pulled out his phone and started taking pictures of my house, my front door, my windows. I texted my husband. New neighbor is photographing our house. He replied, probably just likes the architecture. But our house wasn't special. Built in 1987. Beige siding. Nothing worth photographing. Wednesday, I caught him again. This time he was measuring my driveway with one of those rolling measurement wheels, writing numbers in a small leather notebook. I opened my front door. Can I help you? He looked up, startled. Oh, sorry, just surveying. Surveying what exactly? The neighborhood, for a project. He walked away before I could ask more questions. Thursday evening, 8:34 p.m. My Ring camera caught him trying my front door handle, not breaking in, just testing if it was locked. My blood ran cold watching the footage. He tried it twice, then walked around to my side gate and looked over it. I called my neighbor Lisa. The new guy tried my door handle last night. What? Did you call the police? Not yet. I don't have proof he was actually trying to break in. He tried your door, that's enough, but I wanted to be sure first. I started documenting everything. Downloaded every Ring camera alert, took screenshots, created a timeline. Friday, photographed my house at 6:15 a.m. from 3 different angles. Spent 12 minutes examining my mailbox. Wrote in his notebook. Saturday, parked in front of my house for 40 minutes. Didn't get out, just sat there watching. When I waved at him, he drove away. Sunday, I watched him through my living room window. He walked up my driveway at 2:14 p.m. with a tablet. Took photos of my porch, zoomed in on my door knocker. I grabbed my phone to call 911, but he left before I could. Monday, I'd had enough. I bought pepper spray from Target, the small keychain kind that fits in your palm. When I got home, his Audi was parked in front of my house again. I walked outside. He was standing on my lawn, again, this time with a professional camera, not his phone, a real DSLR with a massive lens. My hands were shaking, but I gripped the pepper spray. I need you to leave, now. He lowered the camera, looked confused. I'm sorry, is this a bad time? A bad time for what? You've been stalking my house for a week. His eyes went wide. Stalking? No. I'm location scouting. Location scouting for what? He pulled out a business card. I kept the pepper spray pointed at him while I read it. Trevor Donaldson, location manager, Summit Pictures. My brain couldn't process it. What? I'm scouting locations for a film. Your house is perfect for what we need. A film? We're shooting a movie in this area. Suburban family drama. Your house matches the screenplay description exactly. I lowered the pepper spray slowly. You couldn't have told me this a week ago? I didn't want to get your hopes up. We look at 50 houses before choosing one. He showed me photos on his tablet. My house from every angle. Notes about lighting, driveway width, street noise levels. I tested your door to check if it stuck. That's in the script. Character struggles with a sticky door latch. My face burned with embarrassment. I thought you were casing my house to rob it. I understand. I should have introduced myself first. He asked if we could talk inside. I made coffee with hands that wouldn't stop shaking. He explained the production. A $40 million film. Shooting for 6 weeks. They needed my house for 14 days of filming. How much do you pay? For 14 days? $28,000. Plus we repair any damage and hire security for your belongings. I nearly dropped my coffee mug. $28,000? He slid a contract across my kitchen table. We need to move fast. Filming starts in 3 weeks. I signed it that afternoon. Called my husband at work. Remember the creepy neighbor? The one you thought was a criminal? He's a location scout. We're getting paid $28,000. Silence. Then, are you serious? Dead serious. Filming started in April. A-list actors. Full crew. Catering trucks in my driveway. My neighbors stood on their lawns watching. Lisa came over. I told you to call the police. I almost did. Almost pepper sprayed Steven Spielberg's Location Manager. The movie premiered in December. I saw my house on a 40-foot screen. My door knocker in 4K. My beige siding immortalized in cinema. Trevor sent me a check for $3,200 extra. Overtime fees. Thanks for your patience with the intrusive location scout.